Snowhawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dixon, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 101 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
On 2nd down now. Easily, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. It's Floyd.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. On second down, they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Second and 6. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Floyd, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Easily. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Dixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They run the counter easily, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Patterson's kick is good.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Houston, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, easily. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, easily. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground easily. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Dixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Dixon.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Easily. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now a handoff, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. Steps away to his left. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. Flush to his right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find Floyd. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jared Stingley picks it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.